Okay, have a lie on your back. Comfortable legs, so extended, bent, knees wide, knees together. The most comfortable position you can find. Maybe that means you got to kind of rock and roll a little bit side to side to settle into the ground. And then we're going to start bringing your hands above your face and just rubbing the palms of your hands together. Try not to take attention in the shoulders when you do this. Start a little bit of a slow rub, adding friction, and then start to pick it up a little bit, going a little bit faster. Picking up the hands, the arms, the shoulders. Go a little faster, 8 more seconds. What a random number to choose. 4, 3, and then bring the hands somewhere on your face. You can place them over your eyes. You can place them on your cheeks. If you don't want to place them on your face, just put them somewhere else. And then take a big breath in. And a deep clearing breath out. One more time with the hands here, feeling your face, feeling into your body. Big inhale, collectively. Out of the mouth, clearing, exhale. Lovely. Let's take those hands and place them on the chest. And then start to tune into the breath. So first things first, let's tune into our bodies and notice if we're carrying any points of stickiness or tension this morning. Maybe you're taking a little tension in the brow or the jaw or the shoulders. Can you try to soften them? Maybe with a wiggle, maybe with a of the jaw, if you could tell what I was doing there, opening and closing of the jaw, or fluttering the mouth, horsey breath, or simply by sending your exhales to those spots of tension to release them. Sorry, I will never do that cue again. I don't know what that was. Once you're there, take a big inhale, feel the chest expand under your hands. Maybe rub the chest a little bit, give yourself a little love this morning, or give some taps. And then as you exhale with a shushing noise or a like you're blowing out a candle, notice how the chest softens under the hands at the sternum, drawing both sides of the upper rib cage towards the midline. One more time there. Inhale through nose or mouth. Clearing exhale, knitting the sides of the top rib cage together. Good. Moving the hands down to the base of the rib cage where we house our diaphragm, our big breathing muscle. Maybe give yourself a little love tap or rub here. Love on that diaphragm. And as you inhale, imagine your diaphragm flattening at the base of the rib cage like a pancake. And then as you exhale, the diaphragm lifts up inside you like a jellyfish, allowing the CO2 to push out of you. Do it again. Inhale, diaphragm expands, base of the rib cage grows, front, back, sides. Exhaling with that shushing noise, drawing the sides of the rib cage towards the middle. Good. Check in one more time to your brow, your jaw, your shoulders. Did you start to take any tension? Can you release them? Awesome. Moving the hands a little bit lower to the abdominal region. Give yourself some love here if you'd like. Little tap or rub. Checking into the belly. And then find stillness and tune into the breath here. Noticing the rise of the belly on the inhale. And then as you exhale, can you try to cinch the sides of your waist towards your belly button, pubic bone and rib cage, drawing towards the middle, scooping out the belly, engaging the core. Few more times there, just focusing on the belly. Inhale, expand, big growth. Full inhale, deep exhale. Starting to engage the core. That breath we're going to keep throughout the whole class. So we are engaging our core to allow mobility, but we're also protecting our back, improving our posture and our alignment in the process. One more time. Chest, rib cage, belly, grow, expand, find length through the spine. Exhale to connect in. Lovely. Moving the hands down if it feels okay for you to the pelvic region, heels of the hands on the hip bones, fingers pointing to pubic bone. Feel free to give yourself some love in the pelvic region. It needs some love. It does a lot of work for us. Take an inhale and imagine your pelvic like a hammock of muscle from your pubic bone to your tailbone, your sits bones on one side to the other side, so the base of your pelvis. Inhale and imagine it growing and expanding. Try to have no tension in your pelvic floor or your glutes when you inhale. And then as you exhale, like you're holding in a P, lifting pelvic floor gently up inside you. Try not to squeeze or tighten. It's just a gentle lift. One more time, just thinking pelvic floor. Inhale, grow, expand. Exhale, lift. Lovely. Let's bring it all together from top to bottom. Take a big inhale. Imagine the chest, rib cage, belly, and pelvic floor all growing and finding expansion. Clearing, exhale, lifting that pelvic floor, connecting into abdominal core, knitting the rib cage, knitting the chest. One more time. Inhale, expand, full, top to bottom, growing. Exhale. Lovely. Feel free to keep your hands where they are. We're going to do some pelvic tilts now. So if your knees are open or closed, place them in line with your hips and your ankles. And you're going to take an inhale and drop your pubic bone towards the ground. So in between your thighs, lifting your low back up off the mat slightly. And then with those deep, juicy exhales, connect to your pelvic floor and then tuck your pubic bone to your belly button, imprinting your spine on the mat. Try not to squeeze on here. You can add some pressure into your feet to help make this tilt happen. And make those full, complete breaths. So the fullest inhale you can do this morning and the deepest exhale as you tuck pubic bone to belly button. One more time here, just the pelvis, working on its mobility, waking it up. Lovely. Take the hands, come back to neutral. So in a neutral pelvis, your hip bones are on the same plane as your pubic bone. So check in that your pubic bone isn't sky high or arching down. And then you want a little space in neutral spine between your lumbar spine, your low back, and the mat. Your natural curvature of your spine. So once you've got that sorted, place your hands down by the sides of the mat and activate through the arms. So press down with the triceps and the hands. Take an inhale here, allow the bone to drop one more time towards the ground. And then as you exhale, tuck your pubic bone to your belly button, push into your feet and lift your hips up off the ground, one vertebrae at a time. So first your tailbone lifts up, then your low back, then your mid back, then a bit of your upper back. So we're in a bridge on our shoulder blades, holding here. Lovely. From here, we're going to inhale, go halfway down with the hips, and then exhale, push into the feet, squeeze the bum, lift back up, watching we're not arching the back here or popping chest or rib cage. Do it again. Inhale down. Exhale, push into feet, lift back up, keeping the knees in line with the hips and the ankles. We got two more. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Shh. Engage the pelvic floor on that lift. Last time, inhale down, exhale, lift, and hold the top of your bridge. Tuck your pubic bone to your belly button here, and then round your spine like an angry cat and start to roll down one vertebrae at a time, really flexing the spine, trying to move one at a time, super slow as you descend down. Tailbone, the last thing to hit the ground. Once you're there, take an inhale, bring pubic bone back towards the ground, arching the low back slightly, and then exhale again. Articulate the spine, pubic bone to belly button, one vertebrae at a time to rise back up. Articulating bridge. Hold here. Once you're there, inhale, go halfway down. Exhale, lift back up. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Last time, inhale down. Exhale, lift. Pubic bone to belly button. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Take your time here. See if you can actually imagine each vertebrae hitting the ground one after the other until the tailbone hits down. Lovely. Hands can come back to your pelvis. We're going to do what's called a pelvic bowl now. So imagine there's a marble sitting in your belly button and you want to not let the marble fall off your pelvis. So first things first, you're going to drop your pubic bone to the ground like we've done already, and then lift your left hip up off the ground, and then arching pubic bone to belly button, and then right hip rises. So you're making kind of a bowl shape with your pelvis, fluid motion. This can be pretty big, or it can be just a little small movement, or you can start small and then get bigger as you feel into it. Next time you come center, reverse the circle, lifting up the pelvis to get the side lift and then tucking pubic bone to belly button. Oh, this feels really delicious right now. 4, 3, 2, and come back to center. Check into neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Place your hands on the ground, and then march your feet together so the inner soles of your feet are touching, knees touching. We're going to do a bridge again, but this time we're not articulating our bridge. We're just going to go up in one straight movement from the hips. So plant your hands on the ground, take an inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head, pull the shoulders down away from the ears, and then exhale, connect into arms and feet to push the hips up in one movement. Boom. So we're in a narrow bridge. Activate your inner thighs, squeezing them together, squeezing your bum, and then check back into your spine. Make sure you're not arching and popping chest and rib cage to get higher in the hips. You don't have to get super high here. Hold. Let's go. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, push back up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the bum, squeeze the inner thighs. 2, 3 more. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Woo! Inhale down. This is spicy already. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, push back up. We're going to do one more round of those drops. So inhale, halfway down. Exhale, push up, squeeze into lift. Keep going. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Lower down. Beautiful. Okay, keep that left leg bent. You're going to straighten your right leg out and point the toe. Sorry, out at an angle. So in line with your left thigh. Head, neck, and shoulders are rested down. You can stay by the sides. We're going to do some leg circles. So the purpose of leg circles is to work on hip mobility and really think about the femur working to rotate in the hip socket. So you're going to take an inhale and lower the leg close to the ground. And then as you exhale, keeping your pelvis still, you're going to sweep the leg out to the side and then bring it back up on top of the hip. Inhale, lower it down, straight line down. Exhale like you're making a D shape, open it up to the side. This can be a little movement or a bigger movement, but the purpose is to keep the pelvis still. So if you have to make the movement a little smaller, or if you have to bend the knee, great, go for it. Inhale down, big sweeping exhale, to sweep it back up like that. Inhale down, exhale, sweep. One more time this way, inhale down. Exhale, sweep. Good. We're going to go the other way now. So bring that right leg kind of across the body a little bit as you inhale, and then sweep open the other way. Inhale, cross it over the body. Counterclockwise sweep. What are we doing here? Yeah, counterclockwise. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Sweep it open. Pelvis stays still. Inhale, lower. Use your core to make the leg move in the hip. Lovely. Awesome. Plant that foot down. Other side, same. Inhale, left leg lifts. And then you lower it down, just floating above the ground, and then sweep it open like a D. You might find one feels way easier than the other. That's the beauty of doing one-sided movements. You really tune into that side. One more time, this way. Pause at the top. Now you're going to inhale, cross it over the right side of your body, and then sweep open and up. Inhale, cross, exhale, big sweep. Oh, this side feels so much better for me. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Keep that left leg up. Option to always bend the knee if you're taking it in your hip flexor. You can shake it out if you're finding it's too much, or you can try to externally rotate that leg as well. So opening the inner thigh to the sky if you're finding it's catching in your hip flexor. So from here, I want you to reach your right arm overhead, keeping the left leg up, and pull the shoulders down away from the ears. So watch we're not losing our neck as we reach overhead. My arm is alongside my ear because I'm kind of tight in my chest. If you can place your right hand on the ground head without your chest and rib cage popping, that's great. Go for it. Okay, take an inhale as you lower the leg down to the ground, connecting into the right foot. And then as you exhale, lift the leg up, bring the arm up as well. So opposite arm and leg, left leg, right arm. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Use the core. Inhale, find length through the toe, length through the fingers, shoulders pulled down. Exhale, lift. Keep going like this, or if you want to go there, we inhale and lower. We exhale and upper body lift as well. So head, neck, and shoulders rise up into a crunch. Like that. Inhale. 3 more. You choose if you elevate head, neck, and shoulders. You can bring your left hand to the back of the neck for a little support, or you can just keep the head down. 2 more. 1 more. Switching it up. We're going to go into a cross body crunch now. So inhale to lower. Exhale, reach over, crossing the body, right rib cage towards left pelvis. Repeat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift pelvic floor, engage core to reach. Keep going. We got 3, 2, 1 more. Hold here, the cross. Now we're going to pulse for 8, 7, just an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders down. Switch arms, switch legs. So right leg lift, left arm goes overhead, shoulders pull back and down. Let's just start with the movement of the arm and the leg. So feel into that left foot, left knee on top, in line with left hip and ankle. We inhale, we lower, find length through fingers, length through that pointed right toe, and then exhale to lift. Pointing the toe does not work for you. You can just be a kind of a neutral foot, or you can flex the ankle and find length in the back of the leg. 2 more, just the lower and the lift. 1 more. Stay here, or if you want to go there, we inhale and lower. As we exhale, head, neck, and shoulders lift as well. Straight crunch, going straight forward. Let's go for 3 more. Tune into the core. Use the abs, use the core to lift you up. 1 more. Cross body, let's go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Left rib cage comes to right hip. Option, right hand cradles the back of the neck. Dead weight the head in the hand. Soften in the neck. Try not to find tension in your neck here. 1 more, then we hold and pulse. Ready? Hold. Let's pulse. For 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Lower head, neck, and shoulders. Lower the leg down. Windshield wiper your knees side to side a couple times. Beauty. All right. Interlace the hands at the back of the head. So option here, if you have a tight neck or you don't like elevating your head, you can always keep it down. If lying here on the ground, you should be looking straight up at the sky. If you happen to be looking back behind you because you might have a tight back of the neck, you could always bring a pillow or a blanket underneath your head to greater length in the back of the neck. Okay, enough of that. Take an inhale to set, plant the hands. Oh no, the hands are behind the back of the head. And then exhale, I want you to lift your right leg up, knee on top of hip. And then inhale again. Exhale, use the low abs, lift up the left leg, knee on top of hip. Then bring the feet together and the knees wide. So you're making a diamond shape with the legs, knees still on top of hip. Check into your chest and rib cage here now. So if your arms are way wide open and you're causing your chest to pop, so you're out of neutral spine, open the elbows to the sky a little bit. That's what I have to do. All right, from here, we're just doing the legs. So take an inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head and the toes. And then as you exhale, bring the knees together, straighten the legs, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale it back to the diamond. Exhale, press those inner blades of the feet together, straighten the legs. So you can be lifting your legs straight up to the sky. You can be lifting them at an angle, which will be more intense on the abs. And if you're doing that, that's totally great, as long as your low back is in its neutral position. So you're not arching it as the legs drop down a little bit. Let's go for 3 more. You can always keep the knees slightly bent. You don't have to straighten the legs entirely. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Oh, I didn't want the hands there. I lied about the hands the whole time. Plant the hands on the ground. Keep the legs lifted. We're going to go into a reverse crunch. You're going to use this connection of your hands into the ground to make this move happen. As you inhale, you're going to lower your legs a little bit or maybe a lot, tuning into the lumbar spine. And then as you exhale, really push into the hands, bring the legs back and lift the hips up a little bit. Inhale, lower the legs, perhaps a little, perhaps a lot. And then exhale, really fire into core to lift those hips up. Keep going. Inhale, lower. Bend the knees if you need to. No problemo. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push into hands, lift up. Use those low abs to make this move happen. Try not to have any swinging of the body here. So momentum will make your life a lot easier. What I want you to do instead is really tune into your core to make this happen. Holy smokes, this is hard. As you feel like you're getting more into it, if you want to lift those hips up a little bit more, go for it. You could even start to play with bringing them over your head slightly, working into a Pilates roll up. One more. Good. Come back to center. We're going to bring those two moves together that we just did. So knees can be bent or knees can be straight. You're going to come back into your frog position, open the knees, and then you're going to inhale here. And then exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, drop the legs a little bit or a lot, and then exhale, take it into that lift of the hips. Go in your own time with your own breath. Inhale, open knees. Exhale, squeeze inner thighs together. Inhale, lower a little or a lot. Exhale, connect into the hands, lift up. In your own time with your own breath. If either one of these moves just is not for you, don't do it. You can always come back to a lying position and come back into the breath and the core connection. We're going for 10 more seconds, this combo. Slow, controlled movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Legs to the sky, hands still by your side. Inhale to lengthen through the right foot, and then exhale, bring it down to the ground, bend the knee. Inhale, lengthen through the left toes. Exhale, slowly place it down on the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, drag the left heel along the ground to send it out. Straight leg. Inhale. Exhale, drag that right leg out. Reach the arms overhead like zombie arms. So I'm going to do this straight-legged, but if it works better for you to bend the knees and keep your feet on the ground, you can do this too. We're going to do a roll up. So reach the arms like zombie arms, pull the shoulders back and down, take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest slightly, finding that length in the back of the neck. You want to still have space between your chin and your chest. One more time, inhale. The next time you exhale, you're going to slowly lift head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground, just a little bit. Repeat, lower head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, ribs soften into abs. Use your upper abs to lift back up, soften the neck. Inhale one more time. Exhale. So the next time we go up, we're going to go all the way up with a little bending of our spine, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chin to chest, upper back comes up, and then we rise up. So check into how that felt for you. If that was like, not happening today, you can always have bent legs. And instead of having your arms lifted, you grab onto your legs and use them, press into them to help you rise up. So let's do it again. Come up to the top, straight knees if you're okay with it. If you want to bend them, go for it. Drive through those heels, reach those arms forward, tall on your sits bones, shoulders back and down. Inhale here. And then exhale, surround, tuck your pubic bone to your belly button, one vertebrae at a time to come back down. Bend the knees if you want to here, feet on the ground. Inhale, reach overhead a little bit. And then exhale, we're going to roll back up, chin to chest first. Rise up. Sit tall, reach the arms overhead here, shoulders down. Exhale, roll back down. We got one more time. Inhale, reach overhead a little bit. Exhale, round. Beauty, stay here. Bend those knees. What's the better view? Bend the knees and then come back into a little bit of a V-sit. So instead of being tall here, I want you to shift back onto your tailbone. A little bit of a rounding of the spine with shoulders pulled down. We're going to do kind of a bow and arrow movement here. So reach the arms overhead, inhale through the fingers, and then exhale, you're going to pull your right arm by the rib cage, twisting, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, reach right arm forward. Exhale, go left. Twisting through the spine, pelvis stay still, knees stay still. Keep going, switching side to side. If you're feeling really great, you want to get a little bit further back in that lean and it's okay on your back, go for it. You can totally lean further back to make this move more challenging. This is not great in your hip flexors, send those out further. That's cool too. Keep going, inhaling as you reach, finding length through the fingers and length through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist and pull. Oh, this is hard. Shoulders stay pulled back and down. One more time. Each way, balance yourself out so you've done both sides equally. Once you're there, come back here. Both arms are forward. Roll back up, seated nice and tall on your spine. We're going to roll back down again. So if you want to hold on to the legs to make that happen, go for it. Inhale to reach if your hands are free. Exhale, shift onto tailbone, round the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms overhead a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, use the core, not momentum, round back up. Find length and height at the top. One more time, inhale here. Exhale, round down. Scooping out the belly. Last time, inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, roll back up. Beat me there. Good. Come back to your V-sit. Legs as far out as you need them to be for your hip flexors. Reach the arms overhead. Pull the shoulders back and down. Come back into that little bit of a tailbone tuck, a little bit of a C curve. So here, you're going to bring your right arm straight out down by the side. Tap the right pinky on the ground. And then as the right arm comes up, the left arm is going to go down. Ready? Whoa. So thinking of shoulder mobility here, keeping the shoulders pulled down. No movement out of the shoulder blades. So no rounding or popping. Good. Make this harder by leaning back a little bit more. Reach through those fingers, find oppositional pull from both, from both sides of your body. Good. Meet me back up here. Both arms are up. We're going to go forward with the right arm. As the right arm lifts, the left arm lowers. Inhale as they're reaching. Exhale when you move. Lifting pelvic floor, connecting in. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lovely. Sit up nice and tall. Grab the back of the legs. Open the heart. A little bit of a spinal extension. Maybe look up slightly. Pull shoulders down. Good. Moving over into a tabletop position. Hands and knees. So you want shoulders on wrists, you want hips on top of knees. Soften the elbows and turn the middle fingers towards the corners of the mat to find a rotation in the shoulders. And then pull the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to do a bird dog, but we're going to do kind of a fun version. Maybe fun version of a bird dog. So before we go there, let's tune back into the breath. Take an inhale. Imagine your pelvic floor expanding and opening. And then exhale, draw those hip bones together, lift the pelvic floor, come back into connection. Feel into the earth with the soles of the feet, with the fingers, the heels of the hands. Keep going a few more times. Feel free to close your eyes here. So no movement from spine or pelvis. The only thing someone would see moving when you're doing this is the belly, chest, rib cage expanding on inhale, and then drawing in on those deep exhales. Awesome. Stay here with the hands. You're going to bring your left leg with a bent knee directly out to the side. Boop. So like you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. When you do that, check into your right hip. If you just stuck it out to the side or kind of sunk into it, can you find a lift and a length out of that right hip? Take an inhale here. Exhale, plant it down. Good. Now your right arm is going to go out to the side. Keeping the left shoulder pulled down away from the ears, reach the right arm to the side. Inhale. Exhale, tune in, plant it down. One more time. Inhale, left knee lifts. Exhale, plant it down. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, plant them down. Stay doing that alternating leg then arm, or if you want to bring them both together at the same time, I'm going to go there. So inhale, right arm to the side, left knee to the side. Exhale.
Is the arm bent or straight?
Straight. If you want to bend it, you can. I'm straightening. I'm reaching and finding length. Good question. Thanks, Carolyn. I think that was Carolyn. I can tell your voices now. Okay, keep going. Inhale, reach, right arm, left knee, finding length out of that right hip. Exhale, plant them down. 2 more times. Watch that left shoulder isn't shrugging up. Woo, this is hard. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, plant. Good. Let's do the other side. So come back into the breath for a second with me. Both shoulders are pulled down. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through the neck. Exhale, breathe. 1 more time, just the breath. Inhale. Exhale, soften those elbows. Take an inhale, bring the right knee out to the side. Lengthen through that left hip. Exhale, plant it down. 1 more time. 1 more time. Let's do it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just the left arm. Inhale, reach it out to the side. Length through the fingers. Exhale, plant it down. 1 more time, just the arm. Plant it down. Option to just do arm and just do leg, or bring them both together. Let's go. Inhale. Find length through the knee. Find length through the fingers. And then plant them down. Check into your pelvis. I don't want it leaning up to the right side as you lift the leg. So keep the pelvis square to the ground. Only lift the leg as high as you can while maintaining neutral pelvis. Let's go for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Come to the knees. We're going to do some twisted tricep push-ups. That sounds terrifying. So you're going to come onto your knees into the side. So knees are stacked, hips are stacked, and then you're twisted through your spine so your upper body is facing the ground. You're looking down to the ground. So from here, we're going to do tricep push-ups, meaning if you have a look at me briefly, your elbows are coming in close to your body, not out here like a regular push-up here. Really tricep dominant. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears so you're not taking it up in the shoulders and the traps. Okay, so we're twisted here, meaning we're going to get a lot more oblique love. We inhale and lower down a little bit, and then we exhale, push into fingers and heels of the hands to push back up. We're going for 8, so that's 1. This is 2. Inhale down, exhale, push. Keep going, watching you're not dropping your chin to your chest. So continue the beautiful long spine all the way to the top of your head. Let's say you have 3 more. 2, and 1. Push back up, come straight onto your knee. Child's pose. Beautiful. So you might have felt that that was more dominant in your right hand. So we got to do it again. Ready? Roll it back up, turn your knees to the other side, stack knees, stack hips, pull the shoulders down. When you're ready, find length through the neck and crown of the head. Inhale to lower, exhale to push up. Keep going for approximately 8. I'm at 4. Once you've done your 8, hit a child's pose. I have 2 more if you're just following me. Last one. Come center, knees as wide as you need them to be. Drop your bum to your heels. Reach forward. Lovely. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat, finding length through the left side body. Take a big inhale into the back and the side of the left of the body. And then exhale to take the hands to the left side of the mat. Awesome. Come back to center. Take an inhale as you reach through the fingers. And as you exhale, like we did earlier, you're going to round the spine to roll up. So it's like a cat pose, rising up to a nice tall spine. Coming forward into a side plank on your bent bottom knee. This is our side booty goodness. So option 1, you're going to be here on your bottom hip. Option 2, you can be up on your bottom knee. Knee stays down. Don't try to lift up this bottom knee. It doesn't work. If your shoulder doesn't like this, you can always come down and just do the leg lift from a side lying position. Okay, so elbow under shoulder, feet in line with booty. I'm gonna push up, staying on the bottom knee, Pushing into this ground, find lift out of this bottom shoulder, stack the hips. So if you have to adjust to get that top hip on the bottom hip, go for it. Lift up high out of the hips. Inhale, and then as you exhale, open the top leg, keeping the feet together. Inhale one more time. Exhale to lift. Next time you inhale, drop the knee, drop the hip as well. And then exhale, lift the hip, lift the knee. Keep going in your own time with your own breath. Really breathing into core as you lift. Finding a little bit of a rounding, so you're lifting out those obliques. So a tiny bit of kind of a rainbow shape with your torso. Just like before, only lift the leg as high as you can while keeping pelvis straight to me. Don't open it to the sky. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold here, hips lifted, or you can lower down to your hip, extend the leg out, point the toe, and then swing the leg back behind you slightly, not arching your back, as far as you can bring it without arching your back. Lift and lower. We lift and lower. For 4. Oh my gosh, my bottom side bum. For 2. I don't know why I'm angry at you all. It's my fault. Flex the ankle, same thing, lift and lower. Leg is a little bit back behind you. Watch you're not popping chest, rib cage, or extending the spine. 2, and 1. Slowly bring the knee back in. Slowly lower it down. Move over to the other side. Oh, goodness. Okay, so this side might be different than the other side. You might not be in the same position. That's totally okay. That's listening to your body, and I love that. Ready to rock? Come up if you're joining me in the side plank that's lifted. Check that hips are stacked. Check that you've got length out of that bottom shoulder. Just the clamshell to start. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Top arm can reach, or you can stabilize by putting it in front of you. Let's bring them together. Inhale, drop knee, drop hip. Exhale, push into forearm, lift up. A little bit of a rounding here to get that oblique kicking in. 4, 3. It's like not so bad, and then suddenly it's really so bad. Hold the top, option to drop down to your hip, point the toe, bring it back behind you slightly. Watch where it didn't pop chest or rib cage to make that happen. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 4. Oh, why did I go slowly? 3, 2, flex ankle, keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee in. Slowly lower down, flip back into a tabletop position, curl your toes under, down dog. Soften your knees here, find a little softening of the elbows. Lengthen the neck, so pull the shoulders away from the ears. Bicep in line with the ears or a little bit closer to the legs. Reaching the tailbone to the sky, reaching the chest towards the thighs. Okay, let's take our right leg to the side. Square the hip here, so we're not opening the hip to the sky. And then as you exhale, shift forward, shoulders come on top of wrists, plant the knee on the ground. So knee on top of hip or even a little bit closer to the hands. We're gonna do it again. Inhale, come back up, curl onto the toes if you need the support to get back up. Lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, shift forward, dropping the knee on the ground. We're gonna do it again. Inhale back. This time though, you do not need to rest the knee on the ground. So you can shift forward, bring the knee with you, keep it floating. A few more times. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, shift forward, soften the elbows, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Go in your own time. Last one here. Good. Send the right leg back, downward dog. We'll do it all on the left. 2 times with the knee going down, and the rest you choose. Left leg to the sky, square the hip, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrist, drop that knee down. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, send it back. Option, keep that knee floating as you come forward this time. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Woo-wee. 10 more seconds of the beauty. Really keeping shoulders pulled back and down, firing into the core as you shift forward. 4, 3, 2, downward dog. Lovely, team. Soften those knees, walk your hands towards your feet. Meet me in a forward fold. Oh, the time flies in this class. It does. Shake out your neck. Maybe shake out your wrists, your elbows. Nod your head, yes or no. And then I want you to take your feet wider. So you're in kind of V shape with the legs. And then you're going to walk your left hand over towards your right foot. It might get all the way there, depending on how flexible you are. For me, it's not that easy to do that, with a little softening in the knees. And then twist, opening the right arm to the sky. Pull the shoulders down. Inhale through those right fingertips. Exhale, twist back down, switch sides. Right hand walks over to left. Inhale, twist, right. Sorry, twist, you're twisting to the left now. Back down, one more time each way. Twist up to the right side. Bring it back down. Twist to the left side. Bring it back down. Plant the hands in the middle. Heel toe your feet until they're back under your hips. Relax head, neck, and shoulders. And then just like we did, rolling up out of the child's pose, I want you to engage your core, round your spine, use your core to rise up, grounding down through the feet, one vertebrae at a time. Lovely. Once you're there, a tiny bit of leg lift, and then we're out of here. So come into a hip width distance stance. Knees are slightly bent, so find a good athletic, strong stance. From here, reach the hands down by the sides, pull the shoulders down, and keep those knees bent. You might find when you lock out your knees that you start to tilt your pelvis. So soften the knees to come into neutral rib cage right on top of pelvis. From here, you're going to inhale, pull the shoulders down, and then exhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet slowly, drawing energetically your inner thighs together, squeezing your bum. Inhale, lower them down halfway. Exhale, lift back up, as high as you can. Ooh. Inhale. Option to close your eyes here to add a bigger balance challenge. Oh my gosh. Keep going. Option to bring a chair here if you need a little support today. Tune into the breath. Can you lift your pelvic floor? Can you contract your core as you lift up? 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Bring right foot in front of the left. So you're standing on a tightrope, heel to toe. We're going to do it again. This time, option to extend your arms to a T shape. So you're going to rise up on your tippy toes, drawing your inner thighs together, squeezing your bum as you exhale, and then inhale, lower halfway down. Keep going. Exhale, rise. This is mega balance. Inhale, lower. If your arms don't like being elevated, bring them down by the sides. Totally cool. Inhale to lower. Option to close your eyes. Oh my gosh. Exhale, really connect into the breath to help you stabilize. One more time on this side. Lovely. Lower the heels, switch legs. Ready for it? If you're extending your branches, go for it. Lengthen through those fingertips. Exhale, rise up. Draw the inner thighs together. Squeeze the bum, keeping pelvis neutral though. Noting of the pelvis as we squeeze our glutes. Try not to go all the way down with the heels. Keep that calf work going, even as you lower down. Woo! Option to close your eyes for 3, for 2, for 1. Come back. Oh my gosh, calves. We are here. First position. You're going to bring your right toe out in front of you. So your toes are, your feet, your legs, sorry, are externally rotated. Inner thigh is coming up. Hands can come to hips, or you can come back to your T position with shoulders down, or you can reach into a Y, shoulders back and down. We're going to do a little inner thigh love. So inhale here, find length through fingers and toe. As you exhale, lift the leg up, focusing on these inner thigh muscles. Inhale, lower. You can tap it down, but you don't have to. Exhale, lift. Good. Check into your hips here. Are you sinking into one side? Level them. Just like before, you can close your eyes here to make this more balanced, focused. Softening that left knee slightly. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, hold the top for you. Let's pulse. 8, 7, lengthen through that leg, make it longer. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Slowly lower it for 8. Don't hate me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to first position. I feel like I should do a little curtsy here. Okay, other leg forward. Choose where you'd like your arms. When you're ready, point those toes, soften the right knee. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Checking into your pelvis, your hips. Let's go for 3, for 2, for 1. Find that sticky spot, soften the right knee. Pulse, pulse. For 8, 7, 6, oh my gosh, 5, 4, 3, hold the top, lower slowly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hips back to hip width distance. Hands to prayer position. Rub them. A little bit faster than you did in the warm-up. Add some more fire here. 4, 3, 2. I welcome you to bring your hands to your face or your chest now. Option to drop your chin to your chest. Option to close your eyes. Feel into your body. Checking in. How are you doing? Feeling into your feet. Maybe a wiggle of the toes. Take a big inhale through nose or mouth. Exhale, clear it out. Inhale, find length through the spine, through the crown of the head. Exhale to ground down through those feet. One more time. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, connect in. Good. Reach the hands overhead. Hands come to prayer. Connect in to pull down. Bring that right arm into a hug position. Left arm reaches overhead, leaning to the side without sticking the hips out to the side. Finding length, shoulders down. Inhale to here, inhale here. Exhale, use your obliques to rise back up. Switching sides. Hug left, reach right. Hip stays center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Lovely. We are done. True. What's our time? 10, 20, 50 minutes. Lovely. Thank you all so much for joining me. I wish you a happy Friday. Sunday, we are on for boot camp to benefit. If you want to join us, 9 a.m. in your living rooms and mine. It's a date. That's all I got. Thank you. Any questions? Let me know. Anything at all. I'm here.